Hey guys, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Get It All Done Shabbat prep with me. I'm so excited to have you guys back in my home to help me get ready for Shabbat again. I am so excited to be filming this kind of like a vlog style Get It All Done prep with me video because it's actually so helpful for me to keep on track with getting it all done and getting ready for Shabbat in our home. So welcome. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below. All it means is when you go to YouTube, you'll see my videos pop up in your feed, and I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. And if you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up to let me know. Okay, so let's get started. We just had groceries delivered and I put them away, and I will flash back to that right now. Okay, so groceries have delivered. Check out the flowers. First of all, these are going to be perfect for Shabbat. And if you guys watched my video last week, you remember I was complaining so much about the flowers, but look at them, an entire week later, and they're looking great. So my apologies to the flower company because those are just fine, but I really am excited for these. Okay, so I'm going to put this all out and I'll show you guys what I got. Okay, here is the grocery haul. And I'll quickly talk you through it. I'll start over here with the gorgeous flowers. I'm so happy about those. Sushi, that's just for dinner. Zucchini, cucumber, lemon. And then we got a ton more veggies this time. Brussels sprouts, coleslaw, cauliflower, broccoli.
Yes. Spaghetti and spin.
I don't know. Oh, I do know. Weren't they in the closet? Mushroom, lettuce, and strawberries, onion, and some tofu. And then for pantry stuff, we got Whole Foods Oreos, some jam. Okay, then I got pita bread. This is for our dinner. I'm doing like an Israeli style Shabbat dinner. So I'm going to make my own hummus with these garbanzo beans and my own pita chips with lemon. So that'll be really good. I'll show you guys how to do that. Some refried beans. I love these crackers. They're really good. Eggs, and then these are all stuff for kids' lunches. Oh, my favorite chocolate, Tony's, is so good. I love these barley and lentil, like quick heats for quick dinners. Makes it really easy. So snacks, they like hippies, pretzels, tortilla chips, veggie straws. That's for me. And then I love these fruit snacks. Those are awesome for me. And these are for the kids, fig bars. And then, oh, pumpkin puree. I don't really have an idea for that. I just wanted it. And some olive oil stocking up. Then I got tortillas. Oh, I also got deli meat and deli cheese, yogurt, squeezies, meatballs, chicken, frozen quinoa, frozen peas, frozen gnocchi, and frozen waffles. And that is the Whole Foods haul. Okay, so groceries are put away. It is actually Thursday morning and we are just back home. This little cutie patootie is still sleeping in the car seat. I need to get him out of there. So I don't know about you guys, but this is my first day since December having both kids back at school, and I have no idea how long it will last. I don't know. I'm hoping they'll stay in school, but one never knows these days. So all the more the reason I need to get stuff done today. Well, they're definitely in school, but I did have a thought that either way tomorrow, if they happen to be home with me or if it's just me and the baby, I would love to make a challah. So that is my goal, is to prep everything else today and make a challah tomorrow. So let's get started with the dining room. Let me set everything up because that I can definitely do today, and then I'll either start the dinner prep this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Challah. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, so here is the dining room. Clean slate, ready to go. Everything from last week is put away. And over here, I've got my little helper. You gonna watch Mom? I love his little dinosaur outfit today. You are so cute. Yeah. This is his new chair, by the way. It's a Fisher Price one. I wanted one that I could like move around the house because for like situations like this where I just didn't know where to put him, I can just plop him right here. I could also wear him in the carrier, but my back is just, it's just not really great for that kind of thing these days. Huh, bud? Are you so cute? Okay, sorry for all the baby spam. It's just so cute. Okay, so they're gonna be right there. And now it's time for me to tackle this. So I'm starting by just taking everything out of this buffet that's in our dining room. I find it really convenient. I just keep all our like nice dishes and Shabbat stuff in there. I keep extra candlesticks, kiddush cups, everything in there. And then on a Friday or Thursday, I'll just kind of open it up, see what's what, figure out what I want to use. By the way, Zach started to fuss over here, but I was like, just gave him the pacifier, see if it'll last a little bit longer so I could finish the table, which he thankfully did. And then I've been using this gold silverware. It's from Target. I'll link it for you guys if you're interested. Okay, so I almost finished that before this one needed to eat, but that's okay. We'll take a pause, and after he's done nursing, I'm actually going to polish the silver. If you grew up in a Jewish home, I feel like this was a really common activity because it's very traditional for kiddush cups and candlesticks to be made out of silver or silver plated or whatever. So they tarnish. They just tarnish all the time, huh? So right after we're done nursing, if he's in a good mood, I'll put him down and we can do some exciting silver polishing. Huh? Excited to watch Mommy polish the silver? Yeah? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what could be more exciting when you're 2 months old? So I try to shine up our Judaica items like once a year, usually around Passover. But sometimes the Shabbat candlesticks just need it to be polished a little bit more often than that. So if I'm doing those, I'll just throw in another kiddush cup or whatever I have laying around, and it just makes such a difference to keeping them nice and looking beautiful. And these are all handed down from my grandparents or my husband's, grandparents, so we really treasure these items. The silver is now polished and I put that on the table, and then I thought this Shabbat I'm going to use the challah cover that my mother-in-law made for us. Every time I show it, I get so many questions about how one can purchase it, but unfortunately it cannot be purchased. I guess you could try and find the, I keep everything down here, let me show you guys. So this is my challah board. This is from Annie Glass. This is the challah cover I tend to use day to day. This is made by a company called Yad LaKashish, which gives work to disabled and elderly people in Israel. They make all these things by hand, so it's a really beautiful company to support. And this is the challah cover that my mother-in-law made. She needle pointed all of this and then had it sewn into a challah cover, put our monogram on the back. But yeah, I always get a lot of questions about where people can get it. So I think you could try and find the needlepoint pattern and then someone to make it into a challah cover for you. I guess like if you needlepoint, then you might know someone who like finishes projects kind of thing. I really know nothing about it, only because I've been asked so many times. I've like tried to figure it out, but yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna put the challah board out, and then it'll just be time to do flowers and then food. So for the flowers, I actually took some of the ones from last week. They were totally fine from this vase over here. I still haven't got myself a small vase, and adding it to the tulips, and I think it's gonna be so nice. So these are some from the bouquet last week. They're totally fine, which is great. So I'm gonna reuse those. And for my store-bought flowers, I always just trim the bottoms off, like on a jagged edge. I just use a knife and I go like this. I got that tip from Ina Garden, and it helps the flowers pick up the water from the vase. Happy snowy Shabbat morning. We have another, well, not a snow day, thankfully, actually. My kids are going in. They're on a 1 hour delay, I think, but we did get a lot of snow. I'll show you guys. So I need to kind of rethink my Shabbat plans just slightly, because now with the shortened day, makes my schedule a little bit complicated. A little more back and forth. I need to tidy all this up. It's not too bad, but just, I'd like things to be nice in here too, so I need to get that done. Oh my goodness, so I just find that no matter how clean my kitchen is, as soon as the kids are home or as soon as they're making a meal, it just gets lived in again. But that's why I always think of it. I'm like, I know when my kids are all grown up and my house will be clean and I'll miss these days. So I just try to have a grateful heart about it and think about how even though it is tiresome to do the same tasks over and over again, like that is motherhood and life, and just try to be thankful for it. So I did my little tidy up. The problem with a little snow delay is it gives more chance to the little ones to make the house messy. So although they've been playing really nicely and it gave me a chance to clean the kitchen, the rest of the house is kind of suffered as it goes. So I think I'm gonna have to let challah baking go for today. It's just too crazy with the snow delays and everything. But if you guys are interested, maybe I'll try and make it in next week's Shabbat prep with me. We'll see. I might change my mind later today, but it's already pretty late. We haven't even gotten to school yet, so. But that's okay. I actually always keep a frozen challah in my freezer. I always keep a challah in my freezer just in case. Like today, we're like, I don't want to go to the grocery store. I ended up probably not gonna have time to make one, so I'll just pull one out of the freezer and we'll be fine. So this is my hummus recipe. It's so easy. I like my hummus to be really chunky, which is why you'll see I'm mashing the chickpeas or the garbanzo beans with a giant fork. But you could definitely use a immersion blender or a food processor or something like that if you really wanted to make it smooth hummus. But I really like it this style. All I do is I open the can of garbanzo beans and drain out the extra liquid, and then I just go in with a fork and mash it. It does take some time. This probably took about 5 minutes to make, but you know, it's totally fine, and it's really different than buying store-bought. And then all you have to add to it is tahini, so I just buy it and keep it in the refrigerator. And then you can flavor and spice it however you like. Use olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then just a squeeze of lemon, and then just mix it all together. And then at the end, I sprinkle paprika over it just to make it look a little fancy. And I also serve it with some wedges of lemon. This is another like little Ina Garden thing, but like it's nice to serve a dish with what's in it so that it kind of just your palate and you know knows what to expect, especially if you're having guests over. But even if it's just for your family, it's nice. Then for the pita chips, all I'm doing is chopping up or slicing up some pita breads, which actually really great about this recipe is if you have pita bread that's going bad or like isn't the freshest, or you know just store-bought grocery ones, this works totally fine for this. And I just put on olive oil, salt, pepper, and paprika and garlic, and then I'm just gonna roast that in the oven. I put it in towards the end of when I'm making the chicken. This is another like go-to chicken recipe for me. It uses honey, olive oil, and then just spices. I got this elote spice from Trader Joe's. I just put that in this time. Like you can really spice it how you like. And then I put a little bit of like this spicy African spice also from Trader Joe's. But the core is just the olive oil and the honey and then just spice. So I just have that ready to go, and I'll put everything in the oven right before we eat. On Fridays, we like to do a special dessert or a special treat for Shabbat. What'd we get today, boys?
Donut.
Donuts. What kind of donuts?
Pink donut.
Pink donuts. We got pink donuts. And then I got some extra donuts for this weekend, for later. Just to have them around.
Why
so yeah.
do you got eggs and donuts?
extra for later this weekend. And we got to give Dad one. So yes, they usually do like a special dessert for Shabbat, but today, like y'all know, it was kind of a crazy day. So I didn't get to go out and get a special one. Didn't get to bake or challah, but we went and got donuts. So
tomorrow we're not going to school because it's the weekend, right, Mom?
That's right. It's the freaking weekend. Okay, I'm not sure what time I last picked up the camera, what we've been up to, but it is Friday evening now. We are almost ready for Shabbat, and I'll just show you guys what I've got going on. So everyone's home, everyone's tired from a long snow day. So the boys are just watching some TV right now. Those are the pita chips. I just have to pop in the oven, and then I have got the chicken ready to go in the oven. That's the hummus ready to go, and I just took out some olives. And then the only other thing I have to do, oh, and then I did think of one more thing. I'm gonna just microwave one of these barley and lentils, so for like the side. And then I'm going to stir fry these shaved Brussels and put them on a bed of lettuce, and they'll be like a little salad. I always use a flat salad plate, that's my fave. And I'm just gonna do lettuce, tomato, and then the shaved Brussels sprouts with like some like caramelized onion for a salad. And that's it. So my Brussels sprouts are sauteing with onion, and they'll get caramelized and really sweet and delicious. And then I just pop them on my salad, which was just lettuce and tomato. Super simple, super fresh and delicious. And this is what the chicken looks like when it comes out the oven. Okay, so the table is all set and ready. We're about to eat dinner. I hope you guys like this get ready for Shabbat with me, get it all done prep video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I'm planning to do it again next week, and next week is actually Tu B'Shvat Shabbat, so that should be very exciting. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!